David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So, where are we? What's happening in the world today? Israel still committing genocide? Tick. Russia and Ukraine still slaughtering each other? Tick. Japan about to collapse? Tick. The US laying the foundations for war with Iran? Tick. And how do I know all this? Because it was rainy today and I spent like 6.5 hours on the internet. The slaughter in fucking Gaza is just so fucking depressing. Like, you go back and you like look into the history and all that sort of stuff, and you like make arguments for both sides, but then like you're isolated and you're like, oh no, this is just an absolute fucking slaughter of the highest degree. And the whole world's sitting by and watching, and then you're like, what am I supposed to do about it? I can't even look at the fucking photos. I can't. I get a physical reaction to it. So you just bury your head in the sand and hope that history doesn't look too unkindly on you. You hope your children don't look back and say, why didn't you say something about it? Why didn't you do anything about it? And then you have to be like, fucking, I don't know, like there was the Holocaust, like the Jews got fucked up in the Holocaust, and like Schindler's List was fucked. I don't know. Whenever you said maybe don't fucking kill babies, you get called like an anti-Semite. And then you like try and make an argument. They're like the hostages or something. And then you're like, can you just not like bomb like everyone? And then there's something about Hamas and you're like, yeah, Hamas, but like maybe just don't shoot the babies. And then and then Hamas comes up again and it's like, yeah, I know they voted for Hamas, but again, the babies and the children, can we like ease up on the innocent children? No one's innocent. If they voted for Hamas, no Palestinian is innocent. And you're like, yeah, I've heard this line of rationalizing before in documentaries. And then you try and escape that absolute fucking horror show. And then the next thing you do is you flick on fucking YouTube and it's a fucking, it's a video about drone warfare in Ukraine and all the new technology going into it. And you're like, Jesus Christ, the slaughter never ends. And it's just getting warmed up because as soon as the US declares war on Iran soon, well, obviously it'll be that fucking rat Netanyahu who instigates it. Like, of all the most despicable, vile how could, like, even if you are a Zionist Israeli, like, you can't possibly like Netanyahu, can you? Like, look at him. Just look at that fucking dark-eyed, soulless cunt. One day the fucking politicians in America are going to have to explain to their grandchildren and even their children, well, mainly their grandchildren are going to pull up the fucking footage of these cunts standing, a standing ovation when that fucking war criminal fucking, you know what he is. I know none of this fucking helps, but sometimes you have to vent. I know adding hate and fuel to the fire doesn't fucking help, but sometimes you just gotta fucking, oh my God. You try and, I don't know, there's not really any positives, but I found this organization called the Jewish Voice for Peace, and they're pretty cool. Go look at them. And you just know it's going to swing hard back the other way. Like, anti-Semitism is on the rise, that's for sure. But it's not because anyone's jealous. That's what I keep hearing. People are jealous of us. I'm like, yeah, maybe. Or maybe no one even paid attention until, like, you started bombing kids. One of my friends, if he listens to this, he's probably going to be my ex-friend. Jewish comedian David Rose, who's like, one of his toenails is Jewish, but he does a Jewish joke. And he said to me he was on a cruise ship last week and he was saying he's Jewish. And he puts in the caveat that he's only a tiny bit Jewish. But he said he was doing this fucking joke on the cruise ship. And he said he was Jewish. And the lady in the front row did the old Sig Heil. And I was like, no fucking way. Seriously? Seriously, someone did that? Someone gave you the fucking Nazi salute. And he's like, dude, it's like the 4th or 5th time it's happened in like the last year and a half. I'm like, I can tell you 100% it's not because they're jealous of you. 110. Sometimes you just fucking look at the world and you're like, maybe it would be just easier if a fucking hypersonic missile just hit me directly on my temple. And then it takes 3/4 of eternity for my fucking cells to find each other again and recreate Le Boyle. Anyway, it was a very fucking depressing day on the phone today. I'm not doing that again. I just got hooked, and then once I was hooked, it was rabbit hole after rabbit hole. Anyway, I hope you thoroughly enjoyed that episode. An uplifting, upbeat episode. I'll get back to the comedy tomorrow, but for now, that'll do, and I'll see you the fuck later.